Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program with me, Knee-High Hobo. Hopefully I've remembered to put this out with episode 18, 19, or 19 and 20. So this might be, this will be episode 21. So yeah, hopefully I've remembered to put this out with episode 19 and 20. So this is what we're going to be flying today. I'm not convinced about that tail section. I think I want to have a look at that. We have the original. Oh no, I killed Jebediah, didn't I? So we've got Roger, and Bill's been bumped up in the command chain. We have no exit strategy, so if this goes wrong, it goes wrong. There is no parachutes to bail them out of the shyster. So we're going to bang the SAS on then there, and throttle up. Oh, actually, hold on a second, I've got no game volume here. I must have just knocked the button. Yes, I did. That's better. Bit wobbly. A little bit wobbly. But it takes off nicely. We'll gear up there. Not convinced about those wing sections. I'm not happy about that. But it flies beautifully. It's a little slow on the turn there. Now what I was saying in the last episode about these wings is it actually allows a very steady roll. I'm actually not pressing the Q or the E buttons there. That's A and S that I'm pressing. So let's find out how she lands. Like I say, I think might have to look at the second tail to try and get that turn speed up a little bit. Should be able to do the best part of get a vertical climb with this engine on a craft this size as well. Fuel a vast amount of that. Each one of these holds 1,000,000 litres, 225 litres, and this one's 150 litres. So fuel, we've got fuel for days. So what I'd like to look at doing eventually is adding probably a belly, a second belly of something else. I want to get this as a edge of the earth cruiser, so in the sort of footsteps of the SR-71 or the U-2, but I don't think it will ever get as fast as those two planes. I'm just interested in getting up to about 30,000 meters. Now I'm going to let go of the controls and just watch it level itself back out again. It's absolutely perfect. Just such a gentle flight. Like I say, I recommend popping this onto your spacecrafts from here on in. And this little kicked front. So yeah, I don't think it'll ever be the same speed. I mean, if you look, we're actually at a reasonably slow speed here. I don't think we're ever going to really... Well, we might break the Mach when we get up into a higher atmosphere, but certainly at 3,000 meters, that's not going to happen. That's another thing as well. I'm not sure if the Mach speed on Kerbal is the same as Earth. So, for those of you who don't know, the Mach speed is the speed of sound, which is when you hear pilots talk about Mach 1, 2 and 3, and the speed of sound that we're looking for here is 343 meters a second in an average environment. Obviously in water it's a damn sight faster, and through solids it's faster still, but and the air temperature changes it. I think there's probably about a tolerance. You know, if you talked about a summer's day to an autumn day, there's a difference of about 20 meters a second. Also frequencies change according to what they are as well. So anybody who's ever been to a festival, you'll find that the bass hits you after the mid and the top hits you, and that's why most festivals have what's called a delay, which will be a tower with speakers, and that'll probably be roughly around where the engineer is. But yeah, that's enough of me boring you with that. So what I'm going to do is come out to about 20-22 kilometers. We're going to throw a roll in. In fact, actually, I'm just going to quickly turn the SAS off and find out how this flies without it. Wow, badly. Really, really badly. Let's start regaining some of that altitude. Now, the other thing about this as well to remember is the best way to quick turn is to turn the engines off and sort of almost fall and roll to a side. Because this isn't a combat simulator, it doesn't really matter that we're going to drop a load of speed. I mean, if this was a combat simulator, we would have been oh so screwed a long time ago. Also, this purple dot, I think that's to point us back to the base. So I mean, if you imagine that we were looking over there and down, that's pretty much the anti back to base. But I think it's based on sort of where the Ares 2 debris is there. So I think that's far enough. So I'm just going to shift down. I think I'm gonna have to move the throttle for these planes. So we're going to lift up and brake left. No, I don't think we've got enough speed to do that. I think we need to look up a little bit more as well. Yeah, so I think some more tail sections there to get this turn a little bit faster would probably be a good idea. It's not like, yeah, you see this purple dot coming back in on it. So I don't think we're going to see a landing in this episode. There's only about 3 minutes left. I don't know. It'll be close. You know, I don't want to screw it up and kill Bill and Bob, but I don't want this to run on for too many episodes. It might be quite a good cliffhanger. For the UK, and for those of you who watch UK crap telly, it'll be a bit of a moment. Okay, we'll start bleeding out some of this altitude now. I will probably add parachutes to this as well, just to make it a bit more authentic as a shuttle. Despite the fact that the brakes on these things generally tend to be pretty dang good. So we want to sort of come in, probably come down to about 1,000 meters at that. And start to level out a little bit. Hopefully we're looking at flying across the front of the runway, but I'll just add a little bit more to it, just in case. But what I don't want to do is wind up overshooting it. Pop the gear back down. And please don't suggest I buzz the tower. If you've seen how slowly this manoeuvres, it's not going to have quite the same effect. I think I have got a flight stick. I've got the Black Widow. But I'm not sure if there's something wrong with it, or if it's me, or you know, whatever. But it is hyper sensitive. So I have tried to use it with this in the past, and it didn't go very well at all. But I think if I had a good flight stick and I could calibrate it with the game properly, and I was any better at the game, then yeah, I think I would buzz the tower. But I think with the SAS on, I think you're asking a huge amount. Fuck! How do I keep on overshooting this? So you follow that dot, you see how wrong it is. Oh my God Almighty! You see, this is another thing with the flight on this side of things. It's I think we're just gonna have to pop it down on the grass. In fact, actually, I'm going to sign out now because my time's up. Thank you very much for watching me. My name is Knee High Hobo. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.